Favors going on. This is Dutch coming at you from Prison Riot Radio, and I got my main man, my cousin, Kwan Miller on the line. Sam, what's going on?
Man, all is well, man. Peace, King. How you?
You already know, man. It's good to have you, man. It's not only is it good to have Sammy up here, but it's an honor to have you, man, because you're making the power moves, man, that make it look good. And brothers and sisters on the inside behind the G-wall, you know, already see the blueprint and say, yo, if he could do it, boy, up, I'm going to go out there and put my G down, too.
Yo, man, listen. It ain't hard. All you got to do is stay consistent, stay motivated, and keep pushing through, man.
Let me ask you something. How long did you do?
Total, I did 20 years.
Okay. And not everybody, you know, a lot of people, people do 4 years, 5 years. Let me ask you, in that 20 years, what motivated you? What kept you moving forward? What was the element that your secret of success to help you get through that time?
Family. I mean, to keep it real, and you know, without my family support, I don't know what I would have been able to do.
Wow, that's real though. That's real, and that's and that in of itself is what really matters, man. That keeps your head up, keeps you from losing focus on what's out there. Because once your mind get locked up in here, then it's a wrap.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Like, once you in this joint and you can't see beyond these walls, like, once you start arguing about the newspaper and what's on TV and basketball, it's over for you, man. Like, so you gotta maintain that element, that goal, or something that's telling me my kids, my mother, my wife, my friends, my people is driving me forward, and that's real shit, though, man. So, but while you was incarcerated, you also wrote several books, correct?
Correct.
How many did you actually pen?
Maybe 15.
Wow. That's some real shit right there. That's some real shit. And so, when you came home, you hit the ground running.
Yeah, it was nothing stopping me, man. I mean, I utilized all that time that I was away. I utilized it when I got here because it gave me a sense of patience. So I didn't rush at everything. I didn't run at everything. I was patient. You know what I'm saying? And I made it make sense when it counted for me. You know what I'm saying? With all those books I wrote, I turned it into movie scripts. And I'm in the process of one of the movies being out within the next 30, 45 days.
That's for sure. What's the name of the movie? What's the name of the movie for the people?
All right, the book was called Better Than My Last Time, and the movie is Better Than My Last.
Okay. I got you. And so, with this process, this movie process, man, I know it's been surreal for you. So, I know it's been a learning process as well. Like, what when it comes down to this movie, what is the biggest thing that you didn't know going in that you now know now?
I didn't know that you can take people that ain't really actors and make them stars, and you don't have to spend a whole bunch of money to create a great movie. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay. Right.
We make stars. You feel what I'm saying? The people.
Right.
So me spending money for A-list stars was really not really worth it because you could have spent less money or got some guys that was coming up and had them do the same job or might have done even better.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of times that stops a lot of people who want to make movies thinking that they have to have those type of elements in place before they do it, before they got that cameraman and get out there and put their vision out there.
Absolutely.
Nah, that's what's up, though. And that's a power move because getting our voice out there in Hollywood and online and streaming, that's important because if we don't start defining our own story, our own narrative, they're going to continue to tell the world who we are as opposed to us telling us who we really are.
Exactly. That's why it was important for me to write books and write movie scripts that has never been touched. You know, nobody ever wrote a story based on the credit card game. Nobody never wrote a story based on the gentrification in New York City. You know what I'm saying? Nobody never wrote a story based off, how we convicted in these unlawful convictions. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody told us about it.
And that's real, bro, because not only are you doing it in a movie, but you're doing it in real life because you also have these programs, these social programs and entities that you're working with. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, when I came home in 2017, I formulated a company called Gateway Community Empowerment. And what Gateway Community Empowerment is a non-for-profit organization that inform the uninformed. So you may come home and don't know where clothes is, where you get some clothes, where you could get some living, where you could anything that's informational, we're able to provide it through Gateway Community Empowerment.
Okay, I got you. And that's an important step because, like you said, a lot of things that leads us back into these problems is desperation, not having housing or not having clothes or not having a job, not having connections. So those little things matter because it keeps you from going left when somebody's there to help you go forward.
Absolutely.
Nah, no doubt. And another thing, this is the only one in the world. When you told me about your bar boutique, listen, man, like that was so unique. You got to tell the people like how you came up with that idea, man. Tell them what the bar boutique is and how you came to bring that to fruition.
Oh, the bar boutique is a men's boutique located in Brooklyn. It's the only boutique in Brooklyn that you can get a shot with your purchase. So you come to the store, you make a purchase, and we give you a shot of your choice, whether it's Hennessy, Patron, Douce, Cristal, Moet, Ace of Spades, whatever it may be. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You know?
That's that ill shit. That's that baller shit. That's that big baller shit you walking around with the joint while you shopping, man. Like that was so ill. It just had so much style and swag. It is because it's for you. Like it's you. It's your style. It's your swag, and you just kept that and gave it to the world in that bottle right there. Like, and that was real. But I was in love with it, especially when you sent me the picture of the store. I see how they laid out. Joint ill, got swag and shit, sexy. You know what I mean? Joint.
That's what we do, man. We influencers. So, I mean, if not us, then who? You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So many people in negative ways to do negative things. So it's only right that I come home and put a positive twist to it and make it, make sense for us.
Absolutely. We've been influencers since we built the pyramids. They still trying to build them shit. They making little buildings and shit in LA and DC trying to make that shit look like our shit. You know what I mean? So we've been influencing the world. Like, so, and we got to get back to that. You know what I mean? Like you said, the negativity is easy to follow. Now we got to take them back to building and creating gods or the moth.
No question.
Absolutely. Now, so tell me, what advice would you have for somebody that's incarcerated with ideas and plans? Like, what would you tell them to do? What do they need to do in order to bring those ideas to fruition?
I would tell them to do what I just did. Put it on paper.
Right.
Once you put it on paper, once you get back to this town, just push the narrative. You can't be stagnant in where you was or how it was there. You got to leave all that where it's at. You feel what I'm saying? But like I said, everything started with a thought. And all my thoughts I put on paper. And when I got here, I put it in action. It starts with that thought. But if you take that thought and just leave it in your head, and don't write it down where you don't have no way to get back to it, then how you going to push forward? You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely. That's real. And to add on to that, like one thing I tell brothers, man, when they about to come home, I tell them, I say, listen, man, before you get out, a couple of days before you get out, a week before you get out, write yourself a letter. Mail it to wherever you're going to, right? Wherever you're going to be your home address, right? And leave it there. Don't open that letter. Leave that shit alone until you need to open it, right? Like when you about to grab that thing because you know what I mean, you feel you fed up, you feel like fuck it, I'm going left, and or when you got your head all the way down and you think the world about to beat you down, open that letter and read your own words. Ain't nothing stronger than your own words. I can tell you 1,000 things all day long, but when you read your own words about what you said to yourself, man, the impact you have on you, man, is prophetic, man. And I tell brothers that, and I've had several brothers reach back out to me and say, Kwan, man, that shit was real, man. You know what I mean? Like, couldn't nobody tell me nothing like myself. You know what I mean? And I tell brothers that, and I encourage brothers, man, when you come home, man, do that, man. Write that letter, man, and leave it sealed. Don't touch it until you need to, or until the day where you made it, and you can look back and read it and see, that's confirmation.
Absolutely.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
You know what I mean?
I have a joint I do called Man in the Mirror, where I tell them all the time, look at yourself in that mirror and you tell yourself what it is that you're going through, what it is that you want to do, what is it that you want to say. Because you telling you It's all that really matters. Only you can connect thoughts. Only you can answer them stinking thinkers. Only you know what's beneficial. Is it worth it? When you look in that mirror, you know.
You have 30 seconds remaining.
Hey, yo, that's words to live by, words to grow by, man. Yo, I appreciate this, cuzzo, man. Like, this is beautiful. It was an honor, man. We look forward to making and seeing your movie shit coming together, man. I love you, bro.
Man, I love you too, man. I'm here. You know that.
Hold your head, man. I'll talk to you soon. Yo, this Dutch was signing out from Prison Riot Radio.
Peace.